So guys, I've been messing with the little 24 here lately. Neat thing. You guys mentioned, several of you mentioned anyway, that I should get the Furitek. And the strange thing is, they actually contacted me and sent me 2 of their ESCs. So they sent these to me. But I'm going to open these up and see if I can mess around and make these things work. It's a little bit intimidating how small everything is with this. I've already got the app downloaded on the phone, so I've already got that. So I don't have a brushless motor because it appears that the Tegu right there actually has an FOC on it. I need you guys to comment down below what I need to get for a motor. It is a bouncer, so a little wheel speed is a good thing. So I'm definitely wanting to do that. I've got the overdrive gears for these. Still waiting on the Widener thing. I've got some cheap knockoff wheels and tires for it with the chrome wheels because I like chrome. But regardless of all that, this is about the ESCs. So I'm going to show those to you and try to get those in here. And I may end up changing the radio completely because it appears I can do that with these ESCs. So guys, let's get started. So these are what they've sent me right here. This is the Lizard. And it does have the little Bluetooth thingy on it. And this right here is the Tegu, and it also has the Bluetooth thing. So like I mentioned, I've already got the app. Pretty much these are just ESCs. You know, I started looking into them. I'm like, okay, what is this? Is this like a receiver ESC? No, it's just the ESC. So yeah, I've got some figuring to do here. So what I'm going to try to do is actually give it a controlled drive right here and see if there's a difference between the two. And I do have to, as I understand it in the instructions, convert it over to brushed since I don't have brushless. Okay, first let's rev it up. This is box stock. Now I just don't have the room for, you know, it's that the brushless system with a little revolver up there. I don't have the room for that. So what I'm going to try to do is see if there's a difference in the throttle control right here. All right, that went on up a little bit. Okay, so I guess I'll go with that. I'll plug in the Lizard, I'll change the settings over to brushed, and we'll see where we are. Okay, so everything is plugged up, it got power to it. Obviously there's no motor connected. Push this little button right here, and we have power. Don't see the lights on it. Got receiver. Steering looks about right. So let's go ahead and try that app and see what we got here. You got to catch that little red car up top, and once you tap that, set that password. Get that done. It's something simple so you can remember it. And then once that's done, you're in. Here we're looking at updating the firmware. So get that going. There you go. Done. Here we are, we're going to change the motor from brushless to brushed. And now we're going to look at some of the telemetry. Now this right here, you can see actively what's going on. That's some of your throttle curves. Here's some of your motor settings and all that. Voltage cutoff, you get to change that. Of course you want that. So yeah, just different things that you can go through and set up. Max reverse, you know, about 71, and then we're just going to adjust things around and try to get this thing going. And here we can see the throttle curve. See a little bit of that. Now here's some of your throttle settings. Now these are important settings for fine-tuning this thing, and over time I'll get a lot better at them. So we've got it in and working. Now I am using the stock radio, so I don't have any, I see channel 1 steering trim and dual rate, but nothing really for the throttle. So apparently I do have to go through the calibration process. As far as the calibration goes, you get back into this screen right here. You look up right there at the top, you see the little calib thing. Well, that's what you want to press. Then you'll get into the calibration, and it's actually pretty simple. So it walks you right through it. You see that? Nice, simple, easy. And then pretty much you're just about done and ready to go. Now we're looking a little bit deeper into the throttle curves right here. This is the forward curve. And as you pull the trigger, you can see it actually move all the way through it. Why it's not linear from the factory, I honestly don't know, but this is the reverse curve right here. You can see it's not exactly linear, no curve that you'd be used to. Now this is kind of like a live tracking of exactly what the ESC is doing, the outputs and all that stuff like that. This is really neat to see actually, you know, live streaming like this. None of my others have it. Well, okay, let's see if this thing can drive here. Okay, I don't have the startup control. I mean, it feels okay, I guess, but I don't have the startup control that I had with the stock ESC. See, I don't have any less than that. All right, let's see if there's a setting I can do to get that taken care of. This area right here, this is what I found I needed to adjust to get the low speed control. So the neutral forward and just all of that, turn it down and it works out really good. Check this out. Yep, it's all in the settings. So now I've got the control I needed. I actually almost popped a wheelie on that. Did you guys see that? And now I'm stuck. While I'm recording this, Amazon just delivered some new receivers. So we're also going to change the radio because, I mean, really, I can't leave it hanging out like that. So I've got to get it all tucked down in there. So let's get this radio changed out. Okay, so I've got it set in, got everything calibrated. Let me show you guys. GT3C, 3-channel receiver, got that in there. The Bluetooth is still hanging out wild and free. Here we go, I got it on mic for micro. Now, this one I have all kinds of features. It's got throttle, expo, all kinds of stuff right here on the radio. So, and I also believe it's a little bit more of an accurate radio as far as the throttle steps go. It does feel a little bit smoother. Give it more throttle. So all in all, I think it's very controllable. There's no motor hum. Huh, that's interesting. The stock ESC's got hum on it. Oh, well, that's how you break stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and get all this tightened up now. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, there's a lot more tunability with this. I mean, the stock ESC, pretty much no tunability that I know of. But I never really dug into it, but I kind of have my doubts. It was a pretty basic system. The Lizard seems to be the most practical for a tight situation like this. Like I said, I don't really like my wires and plugs sticking up. I think I'm going to smack those. May end up having an issue, but I'm going to try to get that turned around. And hopefully I got enough wires. These wires are really short on these servos and all that. But get the antenna wire patched up somewhere, or at least tucked in somewhere, you know, because you don't really get a lot of distance from these. So, I mean, if you're getting more than 10 feet away from these, you're really away from this thing. So, now, as far as the Tegu ESC right here goes, there's no way for me to fit this in here. So for me to make this work, like I said, I need to get with 2FMRC, watch some of his videos and figure out what he's using for a motor mount. And I'll need a whole nother vehicle to run this. This right here has got that FOC on it, so I'm really looking forward to it actually. But which vehicle? I'm thinking the classic Chevy. The local guys, they seem to like those a lot better. They seem to perform better right out of the box. I guess the center of gravity is down and they're just built good. So that might be what I'm looking at. I'm certainly not getting another deadbolt because that's what this thing was made out of, and I did not like that. But anyway, comment down below which one you think this right here would go into and work very well. And more than likely we'll get that little revolver style motor and that mount that I saw on his channel. So I just need to send him a message, don't I? But guys, hopefully you liked the video. Check that description. I will put links to all this stuff down in there. The MOFO RC stuff, the SEX24s that I can find and all that. So they are affiliate links. I don't have an affiliate link for Furitek, but Furitek, I hope I'm saying that right. But I will put links down there for them as well. So make sure you check that out. So guys, check that description. Use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. And thank you all for watching. Guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. So, in the description, there's a link to become a channel member. If you want to become a channel member, it's a very simple $2, $5, $10, or if you really got some money, $25 a month. It's a simple way to support the channel. So, get that, and I am doing monthly giveaways for members only, so you might want to consider it. So, guys, use those links. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you all for watching.